Hello, everyone, and thank you once again for allowing me to guide you through my Hall of Memory Mirrors. I've mentioned two iconic women recently who dazzled me during my most formative taut television viewing years, actresses Ingrid Bergman and Deborah Kerr. They both left indelible impressions in a handful of movies, Bergman's Anastasia, and Kerr's Tea and Sympathy most significantly. Both of these women graced the Broadway stage during their prestigious careers in a handful of significant plays, but I had the good fortune of seeing just one of them. I was a high school student when Deborah Kerr traveled to Boston's Shubert Theater for the 1974 pre-Broadway tryout of a play called The Day After the Fair, playwright Frank Harvey's touching adaptation of a short story by the great Thomas Hardy. I have a couple of wonderful takeaways from that evening's experience. Firstly, I'd saved just enough money to have a special dinner that night with a Francophile high school friend at a way too pricey for a guy slinging burgers at McDonald's restaurant called Monsieur Robert. I remember the both of us running several blocks across town to make the curtain while I was being both mentally and physically challenged by the calf's brains I had been coaxed to order by my friend. The taste lingers still. But I digress. What I remember most was the way the play closed. Miss Kerr's character had moved upstage to privately read a letter. We knew its contents might very well be devastating. With her back to us, we began to see something erupt from the spot where she was rooted, and during a dangerously sustained silence, we watched her attempts to fight the tremors slowly traveling through her arms and shoulders until she chose to surrender to the weight of her unwise actions as the final curtain fell. Up until this time, I had never experienced anything as unorthodox as this, as a play's final visual moment. The risk taken by not allowing us to see the emotional map on her face, it was a canny choice, permitting us the greatest gift the theater provides, the play of our collective imaginations. The willingness for an actor, in this case Miss Kerr, to trust us to play detective to her psychological dilemma by bringing our own emotional lives into the chaos of her scenario. From her 1949 debut at MGM in Spencer Tracy's film Edward, My Son, right through to what I've only recently seen and think of as one of her greatest performances in John Frankenheimer's 1969 film The Gypsy Moths, this woman has had a firm grip in making figure eights while holding me in the palm of her hand. At her best, she brims to the lip of high-wired experience with her controlled displays of percolating inner life. Which brings me to Seda Thompson, and one of the two greatest stage performances I've had. I digress. I'm on a digression bender here. It was my intention to lead you directly to Deborah Kerr's Tea and Sympathy playmate, John Kerr, same spelling, different pronunciation. So for now, I'll ask that Seda's spirit remain patient while John tugs at my shirt tails and heartstrings. Until next time, and as always, be well and stay engaged. Bye-bye for now.